Part 1. When the sky asks us how was the universe created. A quiet night. In the vast sky above, millions of stars twinkle like tiny lamps suspended in endless space. It was in such moments that humanity first looked up, placed a hand over their chest, and asked an ancient question that has outlived all civilizations. Where did this universe come from? Who created it? 1. Timeless questions. Since the days of primitive tribes living in caves, people have gazed at the heavens, counted the stars, and pondered those eternal lights. Questions like why is there day and night, or who created the sun and the moon, gradually evolved into systems of philosophy. Even today, with the Hubble Space Telescope, the Large Hadron Collider, and countless theories from quantum mechanics to cosmology, those original questions still hold immense weight. In fact, the deeper we explore the nature of the universe, the more we realize what we seek isn't just a physical answer but meaning. 2. Newton, the man who asked the biggest questions. Isaac Newton wasn't just the man who discovered the law of universal gravitation. He was also one of the first scientists brave enough to ask something modern science often avoids: could it be that all this perfection in the universe is the product of a creator? To find the answer, Newton wrote over 5 million words in his later years, not on physics or mathematics, but theology. One day, his close friend astronomer Edmund Halley came to visit. Halley, who calculated the orbit of comets, believed that the universe was formed purely by natural laws, without any divine influence. But when he stepped into Newton's lab, he saw a small brass model of the solar system, planets orbiting a golden sun, moving perfectly with the pull of a tiny lever. Halley exclaimed, "Who made this?" Newton smiled, "No one, it just formed by random collisions of materials." Halley frowned, "Impossible, it's too perfect to be random." Newton put a hand on his friend's shoulder and said, "If you believe this tiny model needed a creator, how can you believe the real solar system, millions of times more intricate, didn't have one?" Halley fell silent. For the first time, he wondered if the universe was not just a blind machine, but a masterpiece with a mind behind it. 3. A universe of precision, random or designed. Today's physicists have proven that for life to exist, the universe must be fine-tuned to an incomprehensibly precise degree. Stephen Hawking once said that if the rate of expansion of the universe 1 second after the Big Bang had been smaller by just 1 part in 100,000 million, the universe would have collapsed before any stars could form. And if it had been slightly faster, matter would have dispersed too quickly. No galaxies, no planets, no life. Can you imagine? Just the tiniest deviation, and none of this would exist. So the question remains, who tuned it so perfectly? 4. Life's architecture, too perfect to be chance. We know that without oxygen, we can't breathe. Without the right gravitational pull, Earth wouldn't be stable. But that's only the beginning. Our planet needs to be just the right size, at the right distance from the sun, have a stabilizing moon, a magnetic field, and hundreds of other factors all precisely aligned. Some scientists say it's all coincidence. But if you gave a piano to a monkey and let it hit keys randomly for 1,000,000 years, would it ever play Beethoven? Randomness can't create order. Randomness can't create life. Five. William, the boy who wants to prove God exists. In 2007, a boy named William Malis was born in Pennsylvania. By age 9, he had finished high school and entered college. At 13, he made a bold declaration: "I want to become an astrophysicist to prove that God truly exists." He read Stephen Hawking's works, especially **The Grand Design**, which claimed the universe can create itself from nothing. William disagreed. It takes more faith to believe that the universe created itself from nothing than to believe there's a creator. His arguments are based on Gödel's incompleteness theorem, one of the most important mathematical ideas of the 20th century. It states that any system cannot prove itself to be complete and consistent without something external to evaluate it. If the universe is a system, and we are inside it, we cannot explain everything by ourselves. We need an external evaluator, the creator. 6. Who could this creator be? Jesus, Buddha, Laozi. Three figures from three different cultures, appearing almost simultaneously in history. They all spoke of love, morality, truth, and liberation. None of them claimed to have created the universe. But they all lived as if they were carrying a mission from somewhere beyond this world. So, who truly created everything? We cannot see God through a telescope. Nor find heaven with a particle collide. But we can feel the fingerprints of the Creator everywhere, in a baby's eyes, in the order of the stars, in the flawless logic of DNA. Seven. The path to truth. The truth is, we don't know exactly what the Creator looks like. Perhaps he is nothing like what we imagine. But the bigger question is, are we living in a way that honors the life he gave us? If we want to draw closer to the truth, it won't be through arguments but through a life of virtue, humility, and faith. Maybe the universe is a giant equation. But its answer doesn't lie in formulas, it lies in the heart. The universe is a grand painting, and we are tiny strokes on its canvas. But if you look closely, you'll see every stroke was made by a hand full of love. Part 2: Humanity in the Vast Universe, Accident or Divine Purpose. Imagine this: you are sitting alone on a small planet, spinning through infinite space, where galaxies drift like mist, and stars die and are born millions of times each second. Amid all this, who are you? We human beings seem tiny in the vastness of the cosmos. But if everything is just a chain of random events, then why do we have the ability to ask questions about the universe itself? One, a conscious universe. When humans look into the universe, something strange happens. The universe seems to look back. In other words, humans are not just beings who exist in the universe, but the only ones so far capable of understanding, analyzing, and naming the cosmos. Why is that? Is the human brain, with its billions of neurons, with imagination, love, art, and sacrifice, merely a byproduct of evolution? Or is it proof that there is a purpose, an intelligent will that planted the seed of consciousness? Two, the observer effect and quantum mysteries. In quantum physics, there is a strange phenomenon called the observer effect. The outcome of an experiment depends on whether it is being observed. When unobserved, quantum reality appears indefinite. But when observed, particles choose a definite state. This is not philosophy, it is experimental fact. What does it mean? Some scientists propose that human consciousness plays a role in collapsing the universe into reality, suggesting that without sentient life, the universe may never be completed. If this is true, then humans are not just insignificant details but essential components in the very fabric of the universe. Three, DNA code of life or language of God. DNA is made of just 4 letters of T, C, and G, yet from these, more than 7 billion unique human beings arise, each with different faces, thoughts, and destinies. 4. Spirituality and science, 2 sides of the same coin. It's time for humanity to transcend the conflict between science and spirituality. In truth, many of the greatest scientists have been believers in a higher power beyond human understanding. Albert Einstein said, "Science without religion is lame. Religion without science is blind." Johannes Kepler, who discovered the laws of planetary motion, said, "I am thinking God's thoughts after him." In the darkness of the lab, when the light of discovery shines, scientists don't just see numbers, they sense meaning. Can the universe really produce reason from chaos? 5. If there is a creator, what does he want from us? If there is truly a creator who made this universe, then what is our role in his plan? Are we mere spectators, or the main characters? Is human life a test, a mission, or a divine appointment between the Creator and you? If you were born into a universe calibrated to unimaginable precision, your existence cannot be an accident. No one designs a violin just to let it gather dust. You two were made not just to exist, but to understand, to feel, to love, and to reflect the divine light of the one who made you. 6. The sacred responsibility of humanity. Science has given us weapons, technology, and the power to reshape planets. But without ethics, these are double-edged swords. If humans are truly made in the image of the Creator as the Bible, Buddhist texts, and Eastern philosophies suggest, then we must be caretakers, not destroyers. Protect life. Protect conscience. Protect hope. No physical law demands forgiveness. No chemical reaction requires sacrifice for others. Yet we do these things. Because within us is something science cannot measure, the soul. 7. The journey back to truth. Perhaps you felt lost. Perhaps you've doubted, is God real? Does the universe need me? But if you are asking these questions, it means you are already walking toward the light. No one asks about the meaningless. No one searches for what does not exist. Your longing to know your origin, to be loved, to belong are all signs that you were born for something greater than yourself. And maybe, in all the billions of years of the universe, in all the civilizations that may have existed, you right now are the one being called to walk with the light. Conclusion: nothing about life is random. The universe is vast, but within every human heart, another universe is being born. We may be dust, but we carry eternal meaning. We may be dust, but we carry eternal meaning. I know you, I made you, and I love you.